So here's me going in the grass. So I'm here at the park. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, gonna be a little bumpy because the pavement I'm on is kind of like a brick pavement, which is weird. Makes my chair bump a little bit, so I apologize for that. We're gonna talk about grass today, actually. Like how to get around on a wheelchair in grass. And if you're in a wheelchair, have you had this problem, or how do you handle that? For me personally, it depends on the grass. Like if it's short grass, I can do it really well. I have really good upper body strength, and it's not a big issue for me personally. As far as like deep grass or like weeds, that's where it gets kind of tricky. And a lot of times if it's deep grass, I'll just do a wheelie and ride the wheelie. So it's kind of like the bigger wheels, kind of like four-wheeling, like the front small wheels don't have to touch the grass. It's actually very effective for me personally. So that's one way that I deal with it. And I think that's pretty much how I do things. So yeah, it can be a problem. It's one of those things that I don't like going around in the grass, even if it's short grass. I mean, like, for example, if I'm at an outing and some friends are playing some soccer, even if I'm just on the sidelines watching, I have to go in the grass and it gets super annoying. Like, I don't know, but yeah, there's some people over there. I'm sure they're probably staring at me, wondering what I'm doing, but that's okay. But yeah, like I said, I'm here at the park, just enjoying a beautiful day outside. It's March, late March, obviously, and here in Utah, it's been fluctuating back and forth. Like, it's been like 40, 50 degrees, but tomorrow it's going to be 70. Yeah, it's going to be super nice. And tomorrow's the first day of spring. I'm way excited, so that's good. But yeah. So yeah, and the grass is going to be, it's coming back to life. It's going to be more green, but it's going to be growing out. People are going to be watering it. That's another thing is sprinklers. I hate sprinklers, but yeah, when grass gets longer, it is so hard to just get around in it, and I got to do wheelie if it's deep grass. So for me, it's a big challenge. I don't know. It's just something that's been on my mind today because, I'm in a wheelchair, and where I do vlogs, a lot of my vlogs should be, I think talking about these types of wheelchair issues. So it's something I want to discuss with you guys and ask you guys about if you're in a wheelchair. If you're not in a wheelchair, but know somebody in a wheelchair, is it, are you the type of person that offers help, or do you think they can do it? Most people that have good upper body strength can do it just fine, but have some kind of struggles, especially if the grass is deeper. So, I mean, it's okay to help people. I don't mind. If I'm in the grass and I really need help, I'm appreciative of that. So if you offer, like, I'm totally cool with that, just personally, just saying. So that's just me. But yeah, if you see someone struggling in the grass, you can always ask if they need help and then just see. It's always a nice thing to do. That's another way to get around the grass if you're in a wheelchair. Help is always appreciated in those types of situations, at least me personally. So that's kind of what I feel about it. But yeah. So here's me going in the grass, and as you can tell, it's kind of a slow situation. Like, it is very complicated. It's not, I mean, I'm going a lot slower because I'm filming. I could go faster. But yeah, it's right now the drag. I mean, the grass is about mid-length, maybe a little on the short side, but you could tell in the wheelchair, it's a really crazy thing. Like, it's kind of aggravating, With my upper body strength, I can handle it pretty well, but it's super annoying. Yeah, just super, super annoying like that. I don't know. It's, yeah, just one of those things that I deal with on a daily basis. Still need to get my wheel fixed. You can see it's not even moving. That is super bad. Like, I have to fix this. One time I was hanging out with some friends, and these girls were holding on to a sheet that was tied knots on both ends, and they used it kind of as a rope to pull each other around. So I decided I wanted to try. So I held on to one end of this sheet rope, and the girl pulled me. It was through grass, and we were going super fast. I hit a pothole and I fell over, and it just went. All right, so about my wheel. Here's what my option pretty much is. I've tried to see if I could get that fixed, talk to some people. I'm gonna need new bearings in this wheel, so that's where I'm at right now. And so for now, until I get my chair, or if I can get bearings, for now, I think I'm just gonna rip the wheel off and go on 3 wheels, because this thing is just bogging me down. It's driving me nuts. So for a while, I'm gonna have 3 wheels until there's a permanent way to fix this, but that's gonna be the next step, I think. Alright guys, tell me in the comments below, if you're in a wheelchair, do you have problems getting around in the grass? How do you deal with it? And if you're not in a wheelchair, have you ever helped somebody in a wheelchair through the grass? How'd that go? I want to know. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. I will talk to you next vlog.